Oh my! And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. Another edition, another game coming up right now for the Shoreline Sharks. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. I am your host, Scotty Bonner. Couldn't possibly be more pleased than I am right now. We get a live look in here as the ladies about ready to emerge from the locker room, fired up, ready to go. We got a big one here, the last one of the tournament or showcase, whatever kids are calling it nowadays. The last one of the weekend here, and the Sharks will be taking on the Costco Bay Mariners. So looking forward to that. Two very good organizations about ready to do battle for your entertainment purposes here and all around this great frisbee we call Earth. You see the Zamboni out there. Couple of turns left to go, doing what Zambonis do. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the eighth or ninth wonder of the world. I don't know, I lose count, but look at that thing. It's so beautiful, Anyway, the ice is getting ready to go. What a fantastic day we've got here. A beautiful day outside. Of course, it's a beautiful day inside the arena as well. So, a little bit about the affair here. I try to get us in the best spot, these gray stanchions. See, we're not right in front of the goaltender there. So, we don't have an intern or anything like that here just yet. We're working on it, though. Yeah, we're working on it. So, like I was saying, where was I? Something about the ice. Oh, they play 15-minute stanzas, ladies and gentlemen. This is U16 division. So, the girls in about 9th or 10th grade, somewhere about that. So, just entering high school or in high school. 15-minute stanzas. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides. Thank the maker. If you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it is not icing. Thank the maker. And there is no sudden death or sudden life overtime should the teams end up tied at the end of regulation, as far as I know. I could be wrong about that, but I believe that's what I read somewhere or was told somewhere or something. I'm not really sure exactly my source on that. But anyway, I digress. All right, the Zamboni making its way off of the arena surface. The ice is glistening. The ice is ready to go. I hope you're ready to go at home, ladies and gentlemen. It's about time to pour that sarsaparilla. It's about time to get out the horsey sauce. It's about time, ladies and gentlemen. And look at everybody around. Coach Bardo checking in on the organization. Oh, my goodness. Look at this, ladies. I am prepared for the second and third stanzas. Thanks, Mama. You are the best. Oh, my God. I love you so much. That is fantastic. Second period, purple Doritos. Third period, of course, the Funyun period. We got to get paid for it. We need a better representation here. Frito-Lay owes us some money. Anyway, I digress. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You see the Costco Bay Mariners. Their fans are making their way here. Capacity crowd on hand. A lot of traffic on the way in, as you might imagine a game of this magnitude on a day like this, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm your host, like I said, Scotty Bonner. If this is your first time tuning in on the Solu Broadcasting Network and our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. That helps us grow the brand, as the kids like to say. All right. You hear the Zamboni doors close. You hear the buzzer in the background, ladies and gentlemen. No music at this tournament, which is a darn shame, but I digress. What are you going to do? It's one, you got to understand something, you got to remember when you're listening to Solu Broadcasting, you're listening to me, thank you very much, first of all, but when you're listening to an old third-string backup netminder for the University of Stony Brook Patriots and Seawolves. I was there when they changed over. They never asked me. I never approved of them becoming the Seawolves. I still don't to this day. I like them much better as the Patriots. Anyway, I digress. I was there for the last year. I have my jersey from the Patriots, last year jersey, and first year of the Seahawks, Seawolves, excuse me, so that and a dime will get me on the subway. But anyway, I forgot what the heck I was talking about. Anyway, either way, we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I'm fired up. The ladies should be making their way out of the locker room any minute now. Two good organizations. Costco Bay from Maine. I hope that, during the handshake that they hand out lobsters at least. Be good, guests of the arena. And I don't know, what can we hand them from Connecticut? What are we, the Acorn State or what or Nutmeg State? I don't know what we are. We're one of those. I think we're the Nutmeg State. Acorn is North Carolina. Anyway, I get the things that fall out of trees mixed up all the time. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're ready to go. I hope you got your sandwich made. Get that sarsaparilla ready to go. The ladies are about ready to head on the ice. I don't see the officials just yet. I don't have a time. What is it? 4:15? Is it game time?
Well, we're supposed to be starting early.
4:15 was supposed to start, right? Yeah. Okay. So okay. Well, I'm ready. Obviously, you're here. I don't want to say nothing, but the two of us look. Well, oh, here come Casco Bay now, making their way. Oh, like I was saying, yeah, I know what I was talking about. There's no music. And it really bothers me because I'm an old third string backup netminder. And what I was trying to say was, or what I was getting to, and I failed to even come close to getting to the point, was that you'll never meet a goaltender anywhere on this planet that cannot dance. It is a prerequisite, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the Mariners are out on the ice as we await now the Sharks to emerge from their locker room. They've been buzzed not once, not twice, but 3 times. The door is open. The ladies ready to pile out, ready to put on a show here today. No more games coming up after tonight. I see Bartolome leading the troops out. One would assume that she's going to get the start here today. Coach Bardo, Zabrowski, Sid the Kid, Michelizzi, Bonner, Regina, Trotter, Zabrowski, Johnson, Grimes, Martin, Milne, Montalbano, Munoz, Sweeney, Albino, and Barty. Wait, there's more. Patton. Coach. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The Sharks have exited the locker room. They are on the ice, about ready to start their warm-ups. You should start limbering up at home. Last thing you want to do is pull a groin or pull a muscle watching the game. All right, we are about ready to get underway here. Maddie, thank you so much for joining us. I couldn't possibly be more fired up than I am right now. All right, the ladies are going through their warm-ups. You see them down at each end here. There's Casco Bay, and there are your Sharks. This should be a real good one. I don't know the Casco Bay's record going into this one. I know the Sharks are 2-1. They split their games yesterday, lost 5-3 in the. Oh no, they only had one game yesterday. Won yesterday. Split their games on Friday. I apologize. They won yesterday 5-3. Savannah Johnson a 5-point night, 4 goals and an assist in a back and forth battle. The Spitfires would not go away. The Spitfires were a good team. This Casco Bay team is also a very good team. All right. 2 minutes left to go in warm-ups, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got something to do, I highly suggest you start to get it done. You see the Casco Bay Mariners. They're wearing their black sweaters with the orange shoulders, white numbers with orange trim, black shorts, black socks with orange and white stripes, and the Casco Bay logo, a real cool one right across the chest. Real nice looking top-to-bottom get-ups. As you see, their skate right close there. Real good looking. A lot like the Flyers, of course, although the Flyers' shoulders, the way they do it, I never really liked. Anyway, I digress. Sharks. They're wearing their practice white sweaters with the shark fin going right across the chest. Black shoulders, black stripe down the white jersey. Green numbers with black trim, green nameplate, white socks with green and black stripes. And I believe it is going to be Ariana Bartolome getting the start in between the pipes here today. Like we said, we play 3 15-minute stanzas, thank the maker. There's a lot of showcases, ladies and gentlemen. You'll get 2 stanzas or 2 halves, I guess you would call them. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it just throws me off. You know, you don't go to a play and see 2 acts. You go to a play and see 3 acts, which a hockey game is. Everybody thinks it's a game. It's not a game. It's an event. It's theater. It's a play. There's so much more to it. Anyway, you don't get that when you're playing only 2 halves. Takes away from the beauty of it. All right, that's going to just about do it. I was wondering, do you have Michelle's number on your phone by any chance? Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to text to make sure it sounds okay because I have no way of checking it. All right, well, yeah, and nobody can text me to tell me it's not because I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. No, it's 919. Oh, I shouldn't say this on the air. 919 841 2588. Not that she's going to. I don't know. Hopefully she's home watching her. All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just like to make sure that we are sounding good, looking good, and we are definitely feeling good. I can tell you that. And there's the buzzer. Warm-ups have come to an end. We are about ready to get underway. Oh, hey, baby, we good? All right. All right. A big shout out to camera lady at home today. Couldn't make the trip. Luckily, I got to come up in the Savage Mobile. A fantastic ride on the way up, by the way. So we may have seen a jailbreak on the way. There was a lot of police presence out there. But they were either looking for them or looking for us, but they let us slide. All right. The Sharks break their huddle. We are about ready to get underway here today. Casco Bay Mariners, they break their huddle. What's your guys' record? What's your guys' record? 0-1-1. The Mariners are 0-1-1 coming into the affair. Sharks 2-1. So this is the last game of the weekend, which always saddens me, ladies and gentlemen. That means that soon we got to go back to work in real life and just stick, puke, blah. I much prefer to be here with you or you here with me, depending on your perspective and point of view, which is exactly what Obi-Wan was trying to explain to Luke, but Yoda had just passed away. It was not the right time to get into all that. Anyway, I digress. Coach Bartow going over some last-minute instructions, saying you go that way, get the puck that way, keep it that way, and things will work out in your advantage. I'm a lip reader, ladies and gentlemen. That's not because I'm a goalie. I was a very active member, though, of the juggling club back in the day. Very proudly, too, to announce that to everybody. Well, not announce, really, just proclaim it, I guess. Well, it's not really a proclamation. It's just a historical fact. All right. Looks like Johnson, Bartow, Zabrowski getting the start. Montalbano and Milne, and in between the pipes will be Ariana Bartolome. Casco Bay. I apologize, ladies. Your coach got me the roster, sent me the picture, but it's on my phone. Now my phone's on Do Not Disturb. I didn't have a chance to write the roster down, so the ladies will be called by numbers. Unless someone from Casco Bay can run me over a roster in numerical order, neatly written, then we'll have a chance. If you're tuning in, you know somebody here from Casco Bay sitting in the stands that wants to do that, that would be tremendous. The coach did send me the roster, so the effort was there. I just botched the execution. All right, the ref getting ready to drop the puck. There's only one official out there. Sharks are fired up. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway from Bedford, Mass. Montalbano over for Milne. Milne up for Bartow. That's just out of the reach. He'll go all the way down. Looks like it's going to be on net. It was on net. The goalkeeper, utilizing the waffle with the stick right behind it, makes the first save. 14:46 left to go here in the opening stanza. A scoreless affair. The game got started a little early. They moved the time up. I heard ESPN called and demanded it, so do what you got to do to keep those sponsorships alive and well. Cleared to the blue line. Nice play by Milne to keep it in. That ends up in the corner on the stick of Johnson. Johnson back for Anna Milne. Milne letting the shot go. Deflected. Bounces. They score! Milne let the shot go. It was definitely deflected on the way in. Will she get credited with it? It looks like she will. Anna Milne, just 29 seconds into the affair, leading the locomotive, the celebration train there. So that means she'll get credited with the goal. And just like that, the Sharks have struck first here today in the early going. Took just 29 seconds for Anna to find the back of the net. A deflection. And that's why you always throw the puck at the net. Nothing bad can happen from throwing the puck at the net. 1-0. Sending the puck in, and behind the net it goes now. Montalbano will give chase. Montalbano helped out by Bartow. Bartow coming away with it off the boards. Couldn't get it out. Kept in nicely there by the Mariner defenseman, number 33. Again, I apologize for the lack of names. Behind the net it goes now. Milne leaning in. Good job to fight off Milne. Got it out in front. Poke checked away by Montalbano. And here comes Milne now. Milne up ahead, and the Sharks on the counterattack. Turned over at the blue line there, but no harm, no foul as Johnson will get to it. We'll send it all the way down. Will it go for icing? Let's see. The ref. There's only one ref out there today, ladies and gentlemen. That means you can get away with a lot of stuff behind the play. The ref's watching the puck, ref can't see you. You just might have to come up from behind somebody, whack them in the back of the leg. They'll be all right. Just let them know you're there. It's not far into the product, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching hockey. Leaning in down, number 63, Regina. Regina wins the draw. Bonner over to help out. It comes loose and out ahead for Martin. Martin down the right wing with speed. Martin hounded from behind. Martin gains the blue line. Will send it into the corner. It goes now. Regina in on it there. Good job by Regina to get to that puck first as Martin gets it back in front. Good cycling here from Martin and Regina. Comes loose in front now. Bouncing puck back to the blue line. Stepping up and keeping it in was Bonner. Lets the shot go. Bonner took a big hit at the blue line there. She's right back up. Looks a little... Well, she looks fine. Here's the chance now. Comes loose. Walking. Munoz lets the shot go. That just missed. Hard around. Bonner on it there. Bonner keeps it in nicely. Hard around it goes now. Martin. Sharks applying a lot of pressure here. Martin takes the check and moves the puck behind the net. Regina will track it down there. Bonner pinching. Good communication there as Bonner gets the puck and sends it behind the net. Mariners on it there. Mariners trying to come out with it. Cross ice pass, and away they come now. A 1-on-3 through the neutral zone. That's dumped in. Goes behind the net. 12:50 left to go here. Sharks in the lead, 1-0 to goal by Anna Milne. That one right up the gut dangerously, causing a turnover. At the blue line, putting the brakes on, blowing out a tire. With 71 chipped ahead now, and getting to it is Grimes. Grimes trying to get to the puck slide. Oh, Michelizzi coming through with speed. Left it now for Grimes. Grimes will drop it off. Here comes Michelizzi. Sid the Kid getting it down low. Chipped in front. That just failed to click. Sharks now at the side of the net, digging, mucking, but the Mariners come away with it. Back the other way come the Mariners as the Sharks are on their horse getting back. Nice job by Albino stepping up on the puck. And Munoz, good puck support there. Got it up to Patton. Patton on the backhand, just out of the reach of Grimes. And Michelizzi will get to it first there along the boards and send it in. Mariners on it in their own zone. They go cross ice. Patton pressuring the puck, pressuring the puck, pressuring the puck. We discussed that yesterday. That pleases the broadcaster, Albino. Just keeping that one in, letting the shot go. Goes off his shin. The Mariners come back out to center. Great job by Albino to pressure the puck at the blue line. I love when my defensive ladies step up at all three lines. Back the other way now. Stepping to the outside with room. Carville got it back out in front. Back check it with Zabrowski. She's got help wide. Sliding it across to Grimes. Just off the stick there. And the Mariners will quickly send it back in. Over to get it Albino. Off along the boards. Offsides is the call. 11:28 left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0 the Sharks with the lead. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. Today's game is brought to us by Paul Johnson Builder and General Contractor. I forgot to say that yesterday. I was so mad at myself. I was watching some of the games. I was like, dang, I didn't say it. Anyway, I apologize, Paulie. I'm sure he's still my good pal. That one rolls to Bartolome. Sharks had a little trouble with it there, but the goaltender Bartolome, who's looked very sharp all weekend long, making, I think that was their first save of the affair. Leaning in now is Bartow with Zabrowski and Johnson. This line was very dangerous 24 hours ago, I could tell you what. And there's the other official. Nice of you to show up, Mr. Official. He clearly didn't get the update on the change of time. That's all right. He could still get a cheeseburger, though, if things turn out the Sharks' way. He knows that, though. That's kind of an unwritten law. Here's a chance now down low. Bartow tried to get it in front. Good stick by the goaltender there. Kept in at the blue line, Spaniotis. Christina Spaniotis. Her first game, missed the first 2 days, so happy to see Christina and the Spaniotis is here. Legendary people in the Shark community are the Spaniotises. Sent ahead now. Milne tracks that down and knocks it aside. Spaniotis sends it up. And here's Johnson. Johnson at the blue line. Lost the handle on it. Nice job by the Mariners on the back check as they come through. Hounded there by Bartow. Bartow exchanged pleasantries there, with number 28. And the Sharks look to get it out. Montalbano on the first try couldn't. Second try right on the stick. Here comes Bartow. Got Zabrowski with her. Tried to leave it for Zabrowski a little bit behind her, but here come the Mariners now trying to get it out. Johnson did a nice job of getting a piece of the body, and Zabrowski on the back check, as she's done all weekend long, breaks it up, but the Mariners stay with it. Here come the Mariners now down the left wing. Zabrowski got just enough of her to slow her up. Took the body, left the puck. Good puck support there. That's a good play there by the Sharks as a team. Zabrowski took the body, left the puck. Milne came over and got the puck out. Good non-communication or non-communicative or not speaking or what do you call it? Non-verbal communication there between Zabrowski and Milne, and it worked out. Even though the puck was iced. If you're a fan of the program, ladies and gentlemen, you know I don't fear icing. I'm an icing activist, ladies and gentlemen, proud card-carrying member. Also proud card-carrying member of the Gaylord Fokker Fraternal Brotherhood of Male Nurses. Face off deep in the zone now. Back to the blue line. The Mariners will keep it in there. Sent down low. That's picked off. Nice anticipatory play there as the Sharks look to break it out. Send it out to center. Is it going to go for icing? It looks like it might. Icing is the call there with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the opening stanza. Bonner and Munoz on D now. Martin, Regina, and Trotter, the forward units out there for Coach Bartow. Face off deep in the Shark zone. Face off one. Over for Munoz. Munoz sends it up along the boards, but it's kept in. At the boards now. Walking in, stepping to the outside. A lot of room there for number 7. She let the shot go. Bouncing puck. Mariners on it there. Looks like we got a whistle here. Did the net come off his protective moorings? It sure did. So 9:24 left to go here in the opening stanza to face off deep in the Shark zone yet again. Regina leans in. Number 12, wearing Tom Brady's number, wins the draw. Back to the blue line it goes. Good pressure there. Sent behind the net. Chasing it down there is Bonner. Bonner follows it into the corner. Bonner up for Martin. Martin with it. Martin couldn't get it out on the first try. Bonner over to help out. They're digging. They're mucking. They're doing their homework in there. Regina gets to it right on the stick of Patton. Patton with the puck. Patton got it out to center. That's knocked down by the Mariners. They send it up. Knocked down by Martin. Good job by Martin to knock it down. Coming up there was Bonner. Got a piece of it. That jostles around in the neutral zone. And the Mariners come back out with it. Pressured at the blue line. They do gain the blue line. Sending it over. Nice play by Munoz to cut that off. And that comes out and up to Martin. Here comes Martin now. Martin tried to cut against the grain. Lost the handle on it. Neutral zone turnover there. Stepping to the outside. Quick shot there. Munoz stepping into a lady, finishing the check. And Bonner chips it up high off of something. Somehow that stayed in the rink. All the way down now. Grimes giving chase. Grimes applying pressure. Here comes Michelizzi. Layers of pressure by the Sharks. Back the other way now. Here comes the Mariners through the neutral zone. Michelizzi got a piece of it there. The Mariners looking to send it all the way in. Albino coming over to cut it off. Goes behind the net. Albino giving chase. Nice body by Albino there. As she bodied the young lady off the puck and took it and sent it back to the blue line where it's knocked down for Grimes, who sends it out to center. 8 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0. The Sharks lead the goal by Anna Milne in the first 29 seconds. Bouncing puck. Grimes trying to get it down low. That goes into the corner. Mariners on it there. Good stick there by Michelizzi, preventing the clear. Now Michelizzi will go off and get fresh fins on the ice for the Sharks. Grimes lost their balance in the corner. Good job by the official not calling a penalty there. It wasn't a penalty. That one read like a fine piece of literature by Bartow. As she absolutely anticipated where that was going. But the Mariners do a nice job to recover, not panic, and send it behind the net for the Sharks where Spaniotis will pick it up quickly. Spaniotis couldn't connect on the first pass. Out for Zabrowski. She jousted up ahead. Still loose. Came loose. Zabrowski still with it. Lost the handle on it now. Down the right wing they go. The Mariners looking to set up shop now. As they cycle it down low. Bodies collide in the corner. Bartow going at it there with number 5. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. Well, you don't mind that. That really pleases the broadcaster. Perhaps a little bad blood between these two starting to emerge. Boy, I sure hope so. Along the boards now, number 33 gets to it first. Sending it in. The Sharks will regroup. On it quickly now is Kendall Montalbano behind her own net. Montalbano will come out. First pass deflected, but got out to center. Johnson will chase. Johnson applying pressure on the puck. Johnson kicks it forward. Johnson won the battle trying to get to it. Help comes over, but it's sent out and all the way down. Quickly on it there was Milne up for Zabrowski. Somehow that's onside. Sharks got back on sides. Good hustle. Milne getting it up now. Here's Bartow. Bartow's got Johnson in the slot. Couldn't get it there. Taken away by the Mariners. Milne stills off the wall. And Zabrowski comes back to help out, as does Bartow. Cleared but not out. And the Sharks get it off the boards and out of play. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. We got a good one on hand here. Two good organizations going at it. Looks like it's going to be deep in the Casco Bay zone. Oh, didn't see that coming. All right, maybe it went off a Casco Bay player and then out of play. That would be a logical explanation. Bartow leaning in to take the draw. Johnson looking to get to the cooker. Comes to Johnson, bounces loose to Montalbano. Montalbano will slide it over Milne. Milne for Zabrowski, back for Montalbano straight away. Montalbano dumps it down into the corner. Smart play there as Johnson will get to it. Cycling it down low for Zabrowski. Get the puck behind the other team's net and go to work. Zabrowski on the back check, showing why you get the puck in deep. Now it's cleared out to center. Milne quickly over for Montalbano. Good puck movement there by Milne. Over now Johnson. Johnson down the right wing. She's hounded. Johnson will get it in deep. Cleared but not out thus far by the Mariners. They do get it to the blue line with Zabrowski first on it. Send it back to Milne. And again, we see the pressure being applied here. Sent all the way down. Looks like it's going to go for icing. Icing happened when the puck go down. Bang before the other guy. My harm come go up. Play stop and then it start up all over again. 5.5 minutes. Well, just over 5.5 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. Regina, Martin, Trotta, Munoz, and Bonner, the 5 skaters out there now for the Sharks organization. Face off to the right of the goalkeeper, her waffle side. Bounces around after the face off. Sharks get to it, couldn't pull the trigger. That one sent to the blue line where Bonner will just send it back in. On it now, the Mariners there. They look to break it out quickly now. A turnover in the corner as Martin applying pressure. Came back to Munoz. Munoz will walk the line, lets the shot go. Deflected on the way in. Never got to the goalkeeper, and the Mariners will come back out with it. And here come the Mariners now. Carville will send it all the way down. I believe it's Carville. As Bonner getting to it in the corner. Bonner quickly up for Trotta. Trotta moving it along, staying with it. Got it up to Martin. Martin's got a 2-on-1 now with Regina. Martin letting the shot go. Deflected by the goalkeeper. Regina on it first there. Regina lost the handle on initially, now back from Munoz. Munoz keeping it in, got it back to Regina. Regina behind the net, lost the handle on it, sent it around. Bonner pinching. Bonner got to it, kept it in. Nice play there by Bonner to keep the puck in along the wall as Martin will come over and do battle. Martin kicking at it. They're digging, they're mucking. Look at the homework being done there. Let the Mariners come away with it out to the blue line, hops over the stick of Bonner, and down it goes where Munoz will give chase. Gabriela Munoz rounding the net like Bobby Orr, coming out the other side with a head of steam. Lost the handle on it there. A little bit of an elbow there by number 7. We'll see if the Sharks retaliate as Bonner comes in. Bonner getting low, getting to the puck and jousting it forward. Martin on it there. Well, low man wins the battle, and here's a 2-on-1 now quickly the other way. Trotta lost the handle on it, couldn't send it all the way down. Now she does. Martin in on the forecheck. Good aggressive forecheck. Martin dislodging the puck. Oh, that pleases the broadcaster. As Martin gets it back to the blue line now. A lot of room, Spaniotis. Spaniotis will just send it in. Cross corner dump. Smart play by Spaniotis. And now the Sharks again going to work. They got it down low. Mariners do a good job, I'll tell you, coming out with the puck along the boards. They're a strong team. They're a big team. I like them. Good job by the Sharks, and now they're on the back check as the Mariners gain the blue line, step to the outside, let the shot go. It went over the glove, the outstretched arms of Bartolome. Here comes Patton now. Patton along the boards once, not twice, but thrice. Gets the puck out to center. Off sides are the Mariners, but they get back on sides. And a cross ice pass deflected up ahead now. Trying to get to it there was Grimes. Lost the handle on it. And here come the Mariners now back the other way. That's number 3 in your scorecard. Nice job by Trotta to reach back and thwart that effort, but it's sent in by the Mariners. 3:15 to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0. The Sharks leading the affair. Bouncing puck comes out to center. The Mariners quickly on it there. Number 11 in your scorecard will send it in for Spaniotis. Christina Spaniotis lost the handle on it. Under a bit of duress. Off the boards to Michelizzi. Michelizzi up ahead. This could be a 2-on-1. Here comes Grimes. Grimes over the neutral zone. Walking in. Pulling the trigger. That just missed. As Patton will chase it down there. Stepping up is Bartow. Bartow wheeling and dealing. Bartow letting the shot go against the grain. Oh, that just missed. Behind the net it goes now. Sharks applying pressure. Bartow out there with fresh legs. Zabrowski out there with fresh legs. The Mariners court out there. Albino, smart play to keep it in. Good play there by the Mariners to get to it. They need to ice the puck. They need to get some fresh legs, and they do. Mariners weather the storm there. Sent across now. Spaniotis quickly over to get it. Over came Zabrowski, but the Mariners come away with it, letting the shot go. Deflected. Big stop, Bartolome. Reaching forward there is Bartolome. Looking like a hungry hippo, chasing after the final wayward marble. Corralling it in and then counting them up. You ever play hungry hippo at 2 in the morning when your wife is sleeping, when the kids are about 5 years old? A lot louder than I remember when I was a boy. Was she happy that night? She came down. I got to work in the morning. I was like, but honey, there's a couple of marbles left. Don't worry, I love you, dear. I know you're watching. Sent in, and Milne will get it out to center. That happened in North Carolina. I remember that. A 3-on-1 if they get to it. Sliding it across. Now Johnson pulls the trigger. Save rebound. They jam on it. They score. Caroline Bartow gets to the cooker. And on the 3rd or 4th rebound, buries the biscuit for the Sharks. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it time and time again. I cannot stress it enough. Get to the cooker, get to the cooker, get to the cooker. Bartow's heard it for years now. Clearly absorbing what she's been taught here. Burying the biscuit. 2-0. Johnson with the initial shot there. Here's Bartow again. Keeping the foot on the accelerator. This line has been clicking all weekend long, ladies and gentlemen, and that's an understatement. Unfortunately for you at home, I left my thesaurus there, so the best I could do is say cooking. Hard around it goes now, but I assure you there are better adjectives to describe how much this line has been dominating here this weekend. Here's Montalbano now. Montalbano up for Johnson. Johnson out ahead and back the other way. Now here comes Bartow. Bartow making the move at the blue line. Bartow sliding it across, trying to get it to Zabrowski. Now Zabrowski navigates traffic. Got it Montalbano. Over from Milne. Milne down to Zabrowski. Zabrowski back to Milne. Look at this passing display. How many times are we going to pass before we shoot? There's a coach in Hickory, Indiana, smiling ear to ear right now as they jab at it. Pouncing on it as the goaltender. And a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle there. You got to like that. The Mariners got to stick up for their goaltender, and Bartow's got to go in there and spear the goalie right in the intercostal space. It's not foreign to the product. It's what everybody's got to do. Everybody knew where they were driving their daughters to today. Nobody thought we were going to the bowling alley on the way here. We all knew what we were getting into. Shayna, they bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash. Puck drop, back to the blue line. Bonner bouncing puck will knock it down and send it in hard. Behind the net now. Regina on it there. Regina trying to get the puck in front. Bounces loose, and here come the Mariners now through the neutral zone. With speed, stepping up. Bonner at the blue line, forcing her lady wide. Bonner stays with her. Everybody wipes out. Puck still loose, letting the shot go. Bartolome! A can of corn there. Closes the gloves with 31.1 seconds left to go here. I hope you got a nice intermission plan for yourself, as we are about ready to get underway here. Ref looking to drop the puck. A big 30 seconds here. Most important part of the period is first 30 and last 30. Sending it into the corner he goes now. Bonner on it first. Bonner off the glass. Up ahead for Trotta. Trotta couldn't get it out on the first effort. That's knocked down, and here come the Sharks now back the other way. Regina through the neutral zone. 15 seconds to go over the blue line. Pulls the trigger. Nice glove save there. And there'll be no further play. 13.5 seconds left to go. The face-off deep in the Mariner zone. Regina leaning in to take it. Munoz right behind her, ready to release the howitzer at any given moment. Ref drops the puck back from Munoz. Munoz has got it. Munoz will send it down low. 10 seconds to go. Regina will give chase behind the net. She gets it loose. Here's a chance now for the Sharks behind the net. 2 seconds left. They got to get it back out in front. Munoz got to the puck. Let the shot go as the buzzer sounds. And the opening stanza has come to a close. Your score at the end of one. The Sharks 2, the Mariners 0. Well, enjoy that intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Get that purple bag of Doritos ready to go. I've got mine right there. Thank you, Mama. Really appreciate it. And the second stanza will be back in a moment. 2-0, the Sharks leading it. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Sir?
Well done. They're expending so much energy.
Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. I hope you got your sarsaparilla back up to where it should be. I hope if you needed another sandwich, you had it ready to go. Perhaps a meatball hero for the second half, for the second period, excuse me. See, I've been doing too many of these showcases. I blame myself. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 is your score. Sharks in the lead. Goals by Milne and Bartow that period. Bartolome making her way back to the crease. She'll play about half of this period, and Sweeney will come in to finish up. That's what they've done all weekend. Both goaltenders have switched both games, and it's worked very well for the Sharks here today. Mariners are a good team. They break their huddle, and the Sharks send out the Michelizzi line. Sid the Kid, Michelizzi. On left wing is Patton. Right wing is Trotter, I believe. Albino and Spaniotis adorn the blue line for Coach Bartow. The ref drops the puck, and the second stanza is underway. Quickly, Michelizzi. Down the right wing they go. Grimes caught from behind. Michelizzi, great puck support there and just dumps it in. That's such a great little play right there. I love it so much. Here's Patton behind the net. Calling for it is Spaniotis. Patton off the boards for Spaniotis. Spaniotis will get to it. Try and keep it in on the first effort. That hit a body. And away come the Mariners, but Michelizzi got a chunk of it, but it's sent all the way down. Putting the brakes on there was Albino. Turned over. Bartolome made the save. Then there'll be no further play. 14:29 left to go here in the second stanza. 2-0, the Sharks leading it, the final game of the weekend. But I saw there was some sort of message. We might have games next weekend. I like to RSVP right now. We'll be there. Behind the net it goes now. Hard around. Over to get it now are the Mariners. They send it back behind the net. Albino giving chase into the corner. On it there is Patton. Patton off the glass and out into center ice as the Mariners will recover there. Mariners with the puck at their own blue line. Send it up ahead. Chipped ahead now. Down the left wing they come with speed. Albino, good closing play there. Albino took the real estate away. Albino ridden into the boards by 7 there, but not a penalty. 7 did a nice job to lay up on her. She had her in a vulnerable position. That's what you like to see. I like good hard hitting. I like intense games, but Albino had her head down at a bad spot, and number 7 definitely laid off and didn't run her head into the board. So really, that shows you the respectful and good team. They are good, and they're playing hard. There's nothing wrong with getting mad at somebody poking at your goaltender. Trust me, I would look at them cross-eyed if they didn't. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. Casco Bay is a nice organization. I've met them years ago, and good people. Behind the net now, trying to get the puck in front. Side of the net, they jab at it. Albino trying to get to it. They dig, they muck, they do their homework. Albino in a wrestling match. Little bit of a spear there behind the play. You don't mind that. From number 7, Albino. Sent up ahead. Zabrowski was loose. They tried to connect with it. A little too hot to handle. A little too cold to hold as it goes for icing. With 13-12 left to go here. You know, there's a lot of underrated sequels out there, but I always felt Ghostbusters 2 was an overrated sequel. The other 2 Ghostbusters, the new ones, the 3 of them, whatever the heck they made, you can keep all of those, please. Anyway, I digress. Here's Bartow now leaning in to take the draw. Bartow wins it, trying to kick it to herself there. Milne coming over to get to it. Milne hard around for Zabrowski. Chloe Zabrowski with the puck now along the boards, got it out. Trying to get to it now is Bartow. Bartow, look at the pressure there on the puck. That's exactly what you want to see. As Chloe Zabrowski now up for Johnson. Johnson off of the boards. It's got Bartow cutting to the cooker. Looked for the far pad. Went off of it, but nice job by the goaltender to wrangle it into the corner. But Johnson now cycling. Here's Johnson back for Anna Milne. Milne quickly over for Montalbano. Montalbano back to Milne. Milne will knock it down. Walking in, pulling the trigger, deflected on the way in. Nice stop there by the goalkeeper. Tremendous puck movement continuing here for the Sharks as they cycle once again. Zabrowski at the back door there was yawning for a moment, and that just failed to click. Look at Johnson dancing with the puck. Trying to get it back to Montalbano. Montalbano, nice job to keep it in for Johnson. Johnson digging, mucking, comes along now. There's Montalbano. She walks off the wall. Lets the wrist shot go. Got a lot on it. Reaching back. The rebound. They score. Chloe Zabrowski on the rebound. The shot from Montalbano. And Zabrowski stayed with it. Tremendous balance, tremendous wherewithal, tremendous knowledge of where her appendages are in outer space. Knew where to find the puck. Reached around, buries the biscuit there. 3-0 is the score. Tremendous puck movement by the Sharks there, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't tic-tac-toe. That was Connect 4. Here's Zabrowski now. The Parker brothers would be pleased. Or perhaps it was Milton Bradley. Bouncing puck now. Johnson giving chase. Johnson first on the puck. Back to the blue line. Montalbano. Montalbano chops at it. Got it down to Zabrowski. And Bartow will chase it behind the net where the Mariners are on it there. Here come the Mariners now. Out to the red line. Great job by Milne to break it up. And ends up on the stick of Zabrowski, who was covering for Honor in the neutral zone. Up ahead now, Johnson. Kate on sides will get it deep. Bartow will give chase in the corner. As reinforcements exit the bench now. That one's coming right up the middle, and here come the Mariners now back the other way, 2-on-2. Through the neutral zone they come now. Stepping up is Bonner to poke check it away. Walking in. Out to the outside, lost the handle on it, trying to get it back. Did get it back out in front. Bodies collide there. And on it there is Martin, will send it up ahead, and Trotta will give chase. Trotta tracking it down now, number 20 picking it up for the Mariners. She'll come around, hard around. Bonner will pinch in. Here's Bonner now, down the left wing. Bonner will send it deep, chip and chase. Behind the net it goes now. Getting to it, there is Martin. Martin will put the brakes on. Martin doing battle. A lot of Sharks arriving there in an aggressive manner. You got to like the white wave that was making a beeline for the puck and arriving in ill humor there. As Grimes and Bonner, or Regina and Bonner, I apologize, showed up at the same time. Coach Bartow was like, yeah, that's 3 girls in the corner. I don't know if I like that math, but I like the aggressiveness, and then you can work on the math later, you know? If you're going to make a mistake, make it at 1,000,000 miles an hour and never be afraid to make a mistake. 3-0 is the score. 10:42 left to go here in the second stanza. Good pressure applied here by the Sharks. Reaching in to take the face off there. Regina wins the draw. Back to Trotta. Trotta to Regina. Regina wisely just sends it behind the net. Martin and Regina will give chase. That might cause a turnover. Trotta trying to get to it, but the Mariners come away with it. Out the center they come now. Bonner and Munoz backing up. Good job by the D. Good job by Munoz to get the stick on it there. Well, a lot of Mariners on the ice there, but no, nobody actually hopped on, so they were good. That's sent in. Is it going to go for icing? Is there enough on it? Does the ref have a date after the game and he's going to wave it off? They never made it, so we don't know the ref's dating status. We'll have to check that after the game. Behind the net it goes now. On it there. Oh, the Mariners is 33 off the boards. Bonner couldn't keep it in. It's knocked down to center ice, so Munoz will get to it there. Munoz with speed. Munoz trying to catch the D. Transitioning there. Had a lot of head of steam. She can fly, can Gabby? And came back to the neutral zone with Munoz with it there, chopping at it. Couldn't get in. A 2-on-1 developing back the other way now. Here come the Mariners sliding it over. Let this shot go. Bartolome to save the rebound. Bonner got a piece of it. Cleared but not out. And here comes Michelizzi. Michelizzi, fresh legs back the other way. Michelizzi sliding it across the pad, and that was just out of the reach. Bonner and Munoz caught out there. Second period, the long period. A long way to go. That's an advantageous offsides there for the Sharks, as Bonner and Munoz, they were looking like they were mouth breathing, looking a lot like Clubber Lang in the third round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa in Madison Square Garden. 1982, they couldn't fight at the Coliseum because the Islanders were busy winning their third straight Stanley Cup against the Vancouver Canucks. Over the red line it goes now, sent in by the Mariners. Right on goal for Bartolome, and she'll hold on. Little tap there by number 7 on the goaltender there. I like that. Like to see the Sharks respond there. Come over and let her know, hey, listen, that's not how we do things. Can't let somebody whack at your goalie after the whistle. Back the other way now. Here come the Sharks through the neutral zone. Stepping up there. Oh, Spaniotis. Good pressure on the puck there by Christina. Behind the net it goes now. Chance in front. Great job, Albino tying up her lady as the Mariners were getting to the cooker. Puck bounces around now in the corner. That goes behind the net on it quickly now. Spaniotis. Spaniotis on it there. Couldn't get it out. Sent back in and around. Just under 9 minutes to go. Albino doing battle behind the net there. Michelizzi coming over. Michelizzi helping out. Michelizzi run into there from behind. And a chance now out in front, letting the shot go. Bartolome makes the save. And there'll be no further play. Nice stop there by the goaltender Bartolome, as the Mariners did a nice job keeping that puck in. Good pressure there by the Mariners. Look at the KG veteran presence of the coaching staff, ladies and gentlemen. They waited an extra 10-15 seconds there to get the next line out there, to give their team a little bit of a rest there as the Mariners were applying the pressure there. Those are the little subtleties of the game that, to the untrained eye, you may miss at home, but, you know, you're welcome. I don't mind doing it. But I just feel like it's just part of my job. But a great job by the coaching staff there on the slow change, just as the other team was applying pressure. You got to get them right in the mind. Here comes Zabrowski putting the brakes on. Zabrowski pulling the trigger. Deflected on the goal line. Johnson creeping in. And somehow that stayed out. Milne to Montalbano. Montalbano down low. Behind the net it goes now. Zabrowski on it there. Zabrowski got it down to Bartow. Bartow cycling behind it. Milne pinching in. Bartow with it. Bartow tried to get it out in front. Lost the handle on it. Came back. Chopped at it. And it comes back out to center, but right back to the Sharks' possession. On it now, Montalbano. Montalbano up ahead for Johnson. Johnson back to Montalbano. Montalbano under duress. Montalbano took a bit of a hit there, stayed with it. Going in to get it there is number 2. Good aggressive forecheck there by the Mariners, but breaking the forecheck. Oh, the Sharks, and here comes Milne now. Milne down the left wing. Milne skating to the outside with speed. Milne will get it in deep. Johnson first on it there behind the net. Johnson hounded there by number 33. That's sent up along the boards. Milne got a chunk of it there, keeping it in. They dig, they muck, they do their homework. And the Mariners fight it out to center. Went off the leg of Zabrowski, and now a foot race ensues in the neutral zone. And Milne gets spilled. Back the other way, Johnson up ahead now. Got a lady up ahead. That's Johnson. Johnson from Bartow. Johnson forward off, let the shot go to Zabrowski. And that just failed to click. Here's Johnson now. Johnson back for Montalbano. Montalbano walks the line, pulls the trigger, save the rebound, goes just wide. Milne will squeeze the boards, couldn't keep it in. But on it now, Montalbano. Montalbano on it there. Montalbano putting the brakes on. Montalbano hounded. Montalbano gains the red line and will just dump it in. Spill for her efforts after the play. The crowd didn't appreciate it. Things getting a little bit chippy out there. Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, whatever a gander is. On it now, behind it now, Martin. Martin with it there. Martin trying to get it back in front to Regina. Regina doing battle along the boards. Got it to Trotta. Got it back out in front to Regina. Bouncing. Puck comes loose, and here come the Mariners now back the other way. 1-on-4, 2-on-5. Sending it in. Bonner sliding over to get it into the corner, and now Bonner on it there. Bonner up the boards and out to center. Sent away now. If the Sharks can get to it, it'll be a 2-on-1. Nice job putting on the brakes there at the blue line. As it's sent ahead, bodies collide there, and the Sharks trying to get it off the boards. And finally they do. They get the puck in. Under 6 minutes to go here in the second stanza. That one whistles wide. Bonner pinching in. Along the boards it goes now. Bonner did a nice job to seal it in and keep it in. Bonner digging and mucking now at the goal line trying to get it in front. One try doesn't go. A second try. Bonner doing battle. Still doing battle in the corner. Got the puck back out. Bonner spilled behind the play there. A cross check to the back of the head there by number 5. Bonner back to her feet, and let's see if we got a penalty called here. Let's see here what's going on. And that's going to do it for Bartolome. Sweeney will come in for Bartolome. Bonner a little bit shooken up on the play there. She took a cross check from Bonner. Is Bonner going to the box? Wow. Did I miss something?
We got 2.
Bonner got cross-checked in the back of the head, I thought. How did she end up in the box? Oh, she just went there? She went to... No, she thought she had a penalty, I think. All right, let's see it. No, there it is. That's number 5 in black. That's correct. Bonner got cross-checked in the back of the head. I was surprised she was headed to the sin bin. Now she's back out there. All right. I don't know if you're confused, ladies and gentlemen. I'm confused, but I was confused when I got here, so I don't know if it's anything that actually happened. So Bonner staying out there with Munoz. Good to see she's all right. Took a hard hit to the back of the head. Now she's coming off. So a power play for the Sharks. Their first of the afternoon, or I guess you'd call it evening now. Milne and Montalbano out there with Bartow, Zabrowski, and Johnson. 3-0 lead here. The game getting quite chippy here as the Mariners taking a couple of liberties with the Shark players, but like I said, these things happen. Back to the blue line it goes now. Montalbano on it there. Montalbano looking for Milne. Chops it over for Milne. Milne trying to navigate the waters there. Excuse me. Montalbano sliding it over Zabrowski. Zabrowski with it. Zabrowski will send it behind the net. Johnson waiting. Johnson keeps the legs moving. Johnson with it. Johnson, I get the feeling when Savage has got her face to the board, she's trying to lure the girl into hers to get more girls over, because then we got a 4-on-3 if they do that. I just get that feeling. She's like, come on, just a little closer. Give me more room. Somebody will be open. There's Milne now, sliding it across Zabrowski. Zabrowski will pull the trigger. Cutting it, a cooker was Johnson, and that just failed to click. Behind the net it goes now. Johnson from Milne. Johnson, back to Milne. Milne over for Montalbano. Montalbano with room. Let the shot go. Got to it on the second effort. Staying with it was Kendall. And it comes back out to the blue line and out to center ice where Milne will recover. 35 seconds left to go in the Lady advantage. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the second stanza. Sharks with a 3-0 lead. Behind the net they go now. They're digging and mucking. Sharks looking to come away with it. Johnson does. Sends it right back into the muck. And emerging with it there is Zabrowski, but she sends it out to center ice, deflected. And the Mariners will send it out to center where Montalbano will give chase. Montalbano up for Zabrowski. Zabrowski up for Bartow. Bartow lost the handle on it. Bartow found the handle. Bartow lost the handle. Bartow found the handle. Bartow still kicking at it. Bartow sent down. Down on her bum, but the Sharks have the puck now. Here's Johnson. Johnson out in front. Zabrowski cutting through on the backhand. That just missed. Into the corner it goes now. The penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. Great power play by the Sharks. They didn't score, but great power play by the Sharks, I assure you. Here's Johnson now. Johnson putting the brakes on. Johnson, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. Looking like a hot knife through butter. Back to Milne. Milne lets the shot go. Deflected rebound. They score! Caroline Bartow getting to the cooker. Burying the rebound. It wasn't a power play goal. It was an even strength goal. I believe it was Bartow. And I'm going to stick with my first gut. Oh, Bartow, her second goal of the afternoon. Great passing once again as Milne let the shot go. Caroline getting to the cooker and burying the biscuit. Michelizzi out there now. Bonner, Munoz, Patton. I believe Martin on the right wing. Face-off won by the Mariners. Looking to step to the inside with it. Bonner lost a handle on it. Took her lady down. Looks like we might get a penalty coming up here. So Bonner now really going to the sin bin. As she lost the handle on the puck. Puck got lost in her feet there for a moment, but she took the lady out. There's a tripping penalty, but you can't let the puck and the girl go by, so these things happen. All right, 3:30 left to go now. Here in the second stanza, 4-0 is the score. And the Mariners will be headed to their first power play as Bonner in the sin bin all alone for 2 minutes, and she feels shame, and then she get free. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the second stanza. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Sharks with a 4-0 lead. The Mariners with their first power play of the game. Back to the blue line, deflected. Michelizzi couldn't get it out on the first effort. Bouncing puck comes loose, and Milne will send it all down where Grimes will give chase shorthanded. All the way down it goes. That goes off the glass as they're digging and mucking along the boards now. 1 minute and a half left in the Mariner power play. Sent up ahead, Michelizzi will give chase. Getting to it first are the Mariners down the right wing, sliding it across, getting to the cooker there was number 7. That just missed. Good attempt there by the Mariners. Here's 7 now, back to the blue line it goes, letting the shot go, getting a lot on it. That hit a body on the way in, and Milne will get it into the corner. First on it of the Mariners, though. As Milne leaning into a lady in the corner, Mariners coming over to help out. 12 trying to dig it loose. Anna did a nice job there, killing off about 10 seconds of precious time. Back to the blue line, winding, shooting, saved by Sweeney as it steered aside by Kira into the corner. And Milne putting the brakes on, changing directions twice, up for Grimes. Grimes trying to get it out. On the stick of Grimes, lost the handle on it, and here's Michelizzi, and she'll just send it all the way down. 20 seconds left to go in the lady advantage. Michelizzi staying out there aggressively on the forecheck. Hard around it goes now, Munoz, I apologize. Pinching in to keep the puck in. Sharks shorthanded, being aggressive. I like that. Back the other way now. Through the neutral zone comes Casco Bay. They'll send it in. Wide of the goalkeeper. Milne on it there. Milne and Munoz on D. Penalty is over. Bonner out of the sin bin. The puck comes loose. Kept in at the blue line. Looking to let the shot go. They do. That goes behind the net where Michelizzi will chase it there. Michelizzi lost the handle on it. Bounces loose in front. Mariners on it there. Mariners with the puck. Send it off into the corner. On it there is Grimes. Grimes will send it back into the corner now. Munoz. Casco Bay now cycling the puck with 1:35 left to go here in the second stanza. On it there is number 5 in the corner. 5 with it. Will send it behind the net. Behind the net it goes now. A little bit of give and go there. Getting back to it there. Nice job by Milne to tie up number 5. And up ahead. Here comes Martin now. Martin 1-on-2. Martin protecting the puck and got the puck in deep. Great play there by Martin. Protected the puck, got it in deep, and then look at the aggressive forechecking there by number 77, wearing Pierre Turgeon's old number. You might say Raymond Bourque. Behind the net it goes now. Good aggressive forecheck yet again there. As Martin wins the puck, chance in front, they jam at it, still loose. And good aggressive forechecking there by the Sharks. Turns out to be a good opportunity. Nice job of back checking through the neutral zone there by Trotta. Goes behind the net, under a minute to go here in the second stanza. Sharks on it there. Up ahead, Martin. Martin got the puck up in the feet of Trotta. Trotta got it over Grimes. Regina, I apologize. Regina Martin Trotta. Through the neutral zone now, 35 seconds left to go. Goes into the corner where Albino will get on it there. Albino will send it behind the net. Behind the net, the Mariners go. As the Sharks look to keep it there and just kill off the rest of this period. And Zabrowski came down low to get it back out. Back for Zabrowski with speed. Zabrowski knifing her way through the neutral zone. Zabrowski attracting a crowd, lowering the shoulder. Couldn't cut back to the inside. Good defensive play there. Back, winding, shooting. Spaniotis releasing the howitzer. That deflects in front. Bouncing around like a pinball it goes. Digging at it now. Zabrowski finds it loose. That one goes straight up in the air. They score! Chloe Zabrowski getting to the rebound. It might be Bardo. Let's see what they call here. Let's see who's leading the celebration, who's the locomotive on the train. There's the buzzer. The period's over. I thought it was Zabrowski, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, and if you wait a couple of minutes, guess what? Yeah, I think it's Zabrowski. She's celebrating. I thought she went diving in and went straight up in the air and behind the goaltender. We'll have to check with Toronto, although our offices are in New York. We'll have to check with New York, I should say. Either way, it's 5-0. The Sharks with a commanding lead. All right, that's going to do it for the second stanza. Get out that yellow bag of Funyuns, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Because the third period is the Funyun period. All right, we'll see you back here for the third and final chapter of this unwritten story being unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here. Sharks 5, Mariners 0. Check the replay. It was Bardo. It's a hat trick. No, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. I hope the sarsaparilla is bubbling over onto your fingers right now from your cup filled up with ice, frozen water. 5-0, the Sharks in the lead here today. A very impressive performance thus far, but a lot of hockey left to go. You don't want to spike the ball at the 10-yard line, as my good friend used to say Monday to Fridays from 12:07 to 3 p.m. Oh, I miss him so much. 15 minutes left to play here in the affair. Johnson, Bartow, Zabrowski, Milne, and Montalbano are getting the start for the third stanza here for Coach Bartow. I thought the Sharks played a good game yesterday afternoon against a real good team, the Spitfires. Today, Sharks playing another good game. I would say, if I had to look at things, even though there's a period left to go here thus far, the Sharks have played 3 out of 4 very good games as a team. And another period to go here, so can't let off the accelerator. Got to just keep doing what you're doing. There's Zabrowski now behind the net, trying to get it out in front of Johnson. Along the boards now, Montalbano with it. Montalbano pinches in to keep it in. Chance in front. Zabrowski was in the neighborhood. Well, that went right through the crease, so the goal mouth is more accurate. Behind that now, Zabrowski digging on it there. Bardo sills off the wall. On the back check, Zabrowski. Left it there, Bardo. Bardo sent it behind the net, Johnson. Johnson looking to get to it first. Johnson arrives there with number 33. The puck bounces loose for a moment. Up and out of play. 14:22 left to go here in the third and final stanza. 5-0, Sharks in command. Leaning in now. Bartow to take the draw. Bartow wins the draw cleanly. Back to Montalbano. Over for Milne. Milne will let the shot go. Deflected in front on the way through. Nice job by the goalkeeper to get a chunk of it there. Back to blue line, Montalbano. That one pinballs around loose at the side of it. Johnson getting to it with one hand. Excuse me, that was Bartow. I apologize. Zabrowski putting the brakes on in the corner. Good short range work there by Zabrowski. Johnson shifty along the boards, came loose with it for Bartow. And the Mariners come away with it through the neutral zone. They come. Here come the Mariners, broken up by Milne at the red line. Here comes Milne now, trying to catch the Mariners in a player change. There was an entire fleet out on the ice there. It's got to be too many ladies on the ice. We'll see if the ref stirs the porridge or if it was just offsides. I don't think we're going to get too many ladies on the ice there. All right, so offsides is the call. That's my favorite sign in hockey. You know, you got slashing and hooking and tripping and cross-checking, but when a team has too many men on the ice or too many ladies on the ice and the ref's got to stir the porridge, it's so great. Chance behind the net now, comes loose in front, thwarted out of there by the goalkeeper. And here come the Mariners now, back to the blue line. Munoz putting the brakes on, kept it in. Nice job by Gabby there to keep the puck in. Knocked down, and the Mariners come away with it back the other way through the neutral zone. Stepping over the blue line, walking in, dropping it off. Munoz came over. Bonner chops it out of harm's way. Good team defense there by Munoz and Bonner. As it comes back to the neutral zone, Mariners with it there. That gets bounced around, goes into the corner. Bonner on it there. Bonner will pick it up. Bonner to a forehand, over for Munoz. Munoz will turn with it there. Munoz up for Martin. Martin sealed off along the boards, ends up behind the net for Bonner. Bonner will turn onto a forehand, hard off the glass for Trotta. A little bit out of the reach of Trotta. Trotta did a nice job to go get it. Bonner over to help out and muscles it out to the center. Here's a chance now. A foot race ensues down the left wing. Martin couldn't get to it. Nice job by the Mariners to get to it first there. Comes back to Albino. Albino on the ice. Albino and Michelizzi hopped on the ice there. As the puck bounces around in the neutral zone, and away come the Mariners now. Through the neutral zone over the blue line, pulling the trigger. Big stop. Sweeney got the flipper on that. Into the corner it goes. 12 and a half minutes left to go here in the affair. 5-0, the Sharks leading it. All right, goes into the corner. Michelizzi chasing it there. Mariners do get it in front, turning, wheeling, letting the shot go. There was Carvel. That gets pushed to the side now, picked up Albino. Albino behind the net. Albino lost the handle out. Albino, look at Albino. You got to like the determination there, just finding a way to get her stick on the puck. Would not be denied. You got to like that. That's the exact type of tenacity that we're looking for. That's the exact type of play that's going to win us a lot of games. It may not show up in the sabermetrics or the cybermetrics or all the math the kids do nowadays. I myself prefer the math that got us to the moon. But anyway, that's another podcast for another time. But it's those little plays, ladies and gentlemen, that make all the difference in the world. She found a way to get to the puck. Option 1 was taken away. Fine. Option 2 was taken away. Fantastic then. Just keep going, figure it out, and make the effort. And that time it worked out and got out. Great job by Olivia. Behind the net now, Spaniotis on it there. So good to see Christina Spaniotis here with us today. Bouncing puck, chipped ahead. And here comes Patton now. Patton down the right wing, will dump it in. Behind the net it goes. In to get it now, Michelizzi. Michelizzi doing battle behind the net. Michelizzi kicking it, Michelizzi. Down to the ice there. The puck is still loose, still under Michelizzi. And it comes back into the corner now, and Michelizzi will get right back up and get right back in it. Into the corner it goes now. On it there, the Mariners. Hard around it goes. Letting the shot go. That one off a body and doesn't get all the way through. Chased down by Albino. 11 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. Olivia Albino in her own zone, trying to get it to slow down. Albino with it. Up for Grimes. Grimes with it. Lost the handle on it. As they do battle along the boards. On it there are the Mariners. Albino coming over to help things out. Ref saying play on, bounces loose on the backhand, came in front. Spaniotis got a piece of it, his bodies go flying, and Michelizzi will pick up the trash and head back the other way. Here's Patton now. Patton saucing it across to Grimes. Grimes over the blue line, poke checked away, and the Mariners quickly now back the other way. Bartow coming over right off the bench, picking up her lady, getting a piece of her, slowing it down. Montalbano takes the body as the puck gets hard around. Over from Milne. Milne over now Patton. Patton trying to pitchfork it out, couldn't do so. Barty coming over, trying to kick it forward. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework. Once again, a lot of homework in this game. That pleases the broadcaster. And the Seahawks, the Sharks send it all the way down. Looks like it's going to go for icing. Icing once again is the call. 10:09 left to go. Here in the affair. 5-0, the Sharks leading it. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. We'll be here all season long, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very pleased to say that. Here's Bartow leaning in. Bartow wins the draw again. Boy, I'll tell you, the Sharks had a bad opening game on the faceoffs. They have really addressed it. And today's been their best faceoff game thus far of this campaign. Sent ahead now a 2-on-1. Zabrowski with a beautiful drop pass. Here comes Bartow now. Bartow on the backhand. Dropped it. Zabrowski walking in. Big stop by the goalkeeper. Cleared in off the stick of Montalbano and out. Oh, a beautiful drop pass by Zabrowski. And Bartow was sent in on a foot race and managed to get an opportunity. The goaltender with a nice save there. Bodies collide along the blue line there. As getting to it was Bartow. Bartow navigating through traffic. Bartow protecting the puck. Lost the handle on it there in the neutral zone. Sent ahead Zabrowski. Zabrowski's got Johnson. Zabrowski left it for Johnson. Johnson pulls the trigger off a leg and into the corner. Zabrowski back for Johnson. Johnson with it there. Johnson back for Montalbano. Montalbano knocked it down, got it back to Johnson. Johnson behind for Zabrowski, back for Johnson. Johnson in the corner has got Bartow cutting to the cooker. Nice job by 20 to pick up Bartow. Sent hard around. Milne got a chunk of it. It ends up out at center ice. Rolling puck for Montalbano. Montalbano trying to catch the Mariners at a player change. The puck won't sit down further. Montalbano over the blue line to the outside. Lost the handle on it. Here come the Mariners now. Back the other way. Carvel sending it up ahead. Goes off a skate. Broken up there at the blue line and sent into the corner. All right, the Mariners are first on it there. Milne over. Milne takes the body. Taken away now by the Mariners. Back to the blue line. Here's Carvel. Lets the shot go. Sweeney right off the fin. Then there'll be no further play. 8.5 left to go here in the affair. 5-0, the Sharks in the lead. Wholesale changes now for the Sharks. There's Chata out there with Martin, Regina, Munoz, and Bonner. Face-off won by Regina. That goes behind the net. Into the corner it goes now. Bonner giving chase. On it now is Regina. Regina sending it hard around to Martin. Martin first on the puck. Martin trying to get it out. Mariners seal off the wall there as Martin couldn't get the puck out. Sent down now Munoz. Munoz finds the puck. Trying to get it to Martin. Couldn't connect. Behind the net it goes now. On it there. Regina will send it hard around where Trotter will chase it. That one goes, quick shot there. Just missed. His bodies collide in front. And now the Sharks getting to it. Trying to get the puck out. That one off somebody. Didn't get out. Bodies collide in the corner as Munoz delivers the forearm shiver. That goes behind the net hard around. Bonner giving chase. Trotter in the neighborhood. That one sent behind the net now for Regina. Regina on it there. She knifes it up to Trotter. The Sharks finally get it out to center, and away they come now. Down the left wing they go, letting the shot go. That went off. Deflected dangerously. I believe it may have even hit the post. And out of harm's play. I lost track of the puck there for a second. So 7:38 left to go here in the affair. Sharks now with the face-off down here in the Mariner zone. They spent a lot of time and a lot of energy trying to get the puck out. So important to get the puck out on the first effort if you can. Easier said than done, though, as the Mariners did a nice job on the forecheck creating the pressure that prevented the puck from getting out, or puck getting from said we're talking about. Probably said puck. Anyway, we'll figure that out at a later time. Regina will knock it down and send it into the corner, and Martin will give chase. Martin puts the brakes on. Martin dancing with it, got it out in front, back from Munoz. Munoz with a chance here, lets the shot go, deflects, bounces around. On it there, Martin turning, wheeling, letting the shot go. That just missed. In the corner now, Trotter. Trotter digging in the corner. Regina came over, got it from Munoz. Munoz down the right wing, lets the shot go. That one off a body, never got there. And Munoz on her horse to get back. Here come the Mariners now, sending the puck out through the neutral zone. At the blue line it goes. Stepping to the outside with it, letting the shot go. Wide of the goalkeeper, into the corner it goes now. Bonner aggressively on the puck there. Bonner falls on top of her lady, jousted in front to Trotter. Trotter will go off the glass and up, and now a foot race ensues. Martin looking to get to it down the left wing. Here's Martin looking to cut back to the inside. 1-on-4, pulls the trigger. A nice stop there by the goalkeeper, and there'll be no further play. 6.5 minutes left to go in the affair. 5-0 is the score. The Sharks will head home after this. Then the last week of summer. And then school's got to start, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have to knuckle down. Homework got hard last year. And over now for Albino. Sophie asked me one time to help her with math last year. It was weird. She never asked me again. Down the left wing they go. Sending it in. I had no idea what to do. She's taking way more advanced math than I've ever even heard of. As covering up there was Sweeney. And the puck in the corner now. As Michelizzi leans in to take the draw. Michelizzi wins the draw and sent back out and all the way back out to center. 6:10 left to go. Chasing it down there is Grimes. Grimes on the forecheck. Gets the puck in deep. Nice job by Grimes. Coming over to help out. I believe that was Patton. Sent up ahead now. Here comes the Mariners through the neutral zone. Number 5 lost the handle on it. Waiting there was Spatiotis. Couldn't get it out on the first try. Spatiotis reaching for it. Poked it back out to center. And the Sharks do get it out to center. And chasing it there is Michelizzi. Michelizzi down the right wing. Michelizzi looking to cut to the inside. Lost the handle on it there. You can see what Sid was thinking there, though. Because I think we might have a penalty behind the play here. Let's see. Is that going to be a tripping call here against Michelizzi? Oh. Looked a little bit like Thornton Mellon to me there, attempting the triple Lindy off the shores of Atlantic City in the late 70s. But the ref says it's tripping on Michelizzi, so shorthanded. Will the Sharks go? Second power play of the afternoon or evening here for the Mariners. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the affair. Leaning in to take the draw now. Number 12 wins the draw. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Sweeney stares it into the chest there and just fought it off into the corner. You saw Sweeney's eyes follow the puck right into her. That's what you're supposed to do as a goaltender. Like Tony Gwynn used to say, you want to see the ball hit the bat. Well, when you're a goaltender, you want to see the puck hit the waffle or hit your pad or hit your stick. You want to follow the puck into the body. You saw Sweeney's eyes never leave the puck and literally stared it off into the corner with her chest. That was not easy to do. And a good job by Sweeney. And that's textbook goaltending right there. Eyes on the puck at all times. Good job there by Kira Sweeney. Sweeney and Bartolome have been solid all week long. Back the other way now. Here come the Mariners. Through the neutral zone with speed. Looking to step to the outside. Montalbano stays with it stride for stride. Did get it in front. Sweeney steers it aside. It was deflected on goal. Back to the blue line it goes now. Kept in by the Mariners there, number 20. We'll send it down low, back for number 20. Hopped over the stick and sent all the way down. 30 seconds left to go in the lady advantage. 4.5 left to go here in the affair. The Mariners looking to get off the schneid. And they do stay on sides. They get the puck in deep. Behind the net it goes now. Montalbano will be first on it there. On the forehand. Good job there by Kendall to turn to the forehand, not try to get out on the backhand. Doesn't get out, but still the right play. Into the corner it goes now. Milne hounding her lady from behind. Perhaps a tripping call coming here. None coming. That goes off the glass and all the way down. 5 seconds left to go. That's going to do it for the Mariners power play. They're 0 for 2 with the lady advantage. Back to full strength now as the Mariners break through the neutral zone, trying to step inside. Taken away nicely there, and here comes Johnson. Johnson back the other way on the counterattack. Savannah Johnson looking to center it. Tried to get it to Zabrowski. Bartow came flying through. Couldn't find it in the feet. And away. Nice job by Johnson on the back check. Johnson coming away with it. Here's Johnson making the move. Johnson walking in forehand. Lost the handle on it. Got it back out in front. Back for Milne. Milne never got there. And the Mariners come away with it. Oh, Johnson almost put on a highlight reel goal there. Lost the handle on it on the last second. Wheeling and dealing with Savannah Johnson. Here's Johnson again. This time off her feet. Couldn't find the puck. 3:16 left to go because Stone Cold said so. Taken away. Montalbano breaking it up at the blue line. That's sent in. Excuse me, that was Regina who broke it up. Here comes Johnson down the right wing. Johnson will just dump it in. Regina on it there. Regina behind the net trying to get it in front. That goes to the side of the net now. That one comes loose from Munoz. Munoz bouncing puck to contend with. Kept it in on the first try. Munoz found it in her feet. Here's Munoz now battling. Down the left wing, protecting. Look at the right arm out. Forearm shiver. Walter Payton would be proud. Back to the blue line it goes now. Wheeling and dealing. Letting the shot go. There was Regina. That just missed. Behind the net it goes now. Over into the side, I should say. And it comes back out to center where Bonner will give chase. Sophia Bonner quickly on it there. Bonner right on the stick there, but that doesn't connect on the first try and came back out to center ice. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the affair. Sharks with a 5-0 commanding lead here today. That effort is thwarted by Munoz. Munoz quickly up for Martin. Martin trying to get it out. Sent ahead. Slid across there. There's good puck movement there by the Mariners, but the Sharks 5 across at the blue line. We're waiting there. 5-goal lead. You put 5 ladies on the blue line. Math is math. 2 minutes left to go in the affair. Behind the net it goes now. Mariners looking to break out with it. Bonner anticipated that. Bonner steals the puck. Bonner letting the shot go off a leg. And sent back out to center. Good job by Bonner anticipating where the puck was going there and intercepting it. Got to go where the puck is going, not where the puck is or was. Like to see that. That one not going to get out. Kept in at the blue line. And behind the net it goes now. Got it out in front. That bounces loose into the corner. On it there, Trotta. Trotta got it up ahead. Here's Martin. Martin, one lady to beat. Martin, right across the Wizards logo. Martin serpentining lets the shot go. That goes off into the corner. Quickly onto there are the Mariners. 1.5 left to go. Now to the blue line it comes down. Mariners coming out through the neutral zone. Over the blue line they go. Albino staying with her. Albino forcing it wide. Albino. Nice job to stay with her. Albino watching the body coming over. It was Michelizzi and knock her off the puck. Good team defense there by Albino and Michelizzi. As the Sharks look to get the puck out. Can't do so on the first effort. And Albino will get to it first behind the net. Albino run into there by number 2. Number 2 working her over a little bit there. That one cleared but not out dangerously. Now here's a chance. Sweeney to save the rebound. Sweeney cleared that herself. That comes back in front. Albino getting a piece of it. 45 seconds left to go here. Sharks trying to get it out. Can't do it on that effort. Michelizzi get it out of traffic. Got it to the red-blue line and chipped out the center and out of harm's way. And now here comes Grimes. Grimes down the right wing. Grimes pulling the trigger. Rebound! The net was yawning there for Patton. Couldn't get to it with 25 seconds left to go. Sent all the way down. No icing. As getting to it is Albino. 20 seconds left to go. Albino with the puck. Albino hard off the boards. Offsides is going to be the call there. If they touch it, they don't. Sharks complete the player change. Get the door closed. 5 seconds left to go. One last chance for the Mariners. Lost the footing at the blue line. That's going to do it. As the Sharks have the puck. There's the buzzer. And now we could say the S word. A shutout for Bartolome and Sweeney as the ladies combined for a 0.00 goals against average here today. All right, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. From Bedford, Mass, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner, your cameraman, Scotty Bonner, your producer, Scotty Bonner, your editor, Scotty Bonner, your director, Scotty Bonner, all by myself. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been an absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be with you today. Great job by the Mariners. Real solid performance by our Shoreline Sharks. 5-0 is the final. We'll see you all again soon. Hopefully we're playing next weekend. If we are, be sure to tune in. We'll see you then. A great victory for the Shoreline Sharks. A great tournament for the Shoreline Sharks as they finish the tournament 3-1. I believe 15 goals for, 9 goals against. We'll have to check the stats on that. Well, you have yourself a great rest of the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a blessing, honor, and privilege to be your host. The final, once again, the Shoreline Sharks 5, the Costco Bay Mariners 0. Good night, everybody.